Hello, welcome to another Figuarts review. Today's Kamen Accel trial, the blue form. So standard Figuarts box from back then, and this is 2010. It's like a long time ago, and Tamashii Work exclusive. This blue box is still window on it, which exclusives now don't have windows on them because they're not meant to be in stores. But you do have a black and white picture of him, the actual suit, and not the figure. This box doesn't have metallic blue. I guess they don't have to really attract you to it because you're not going to see the box until it arrives through the mail to your home. So the yellow booster form doesn't have a metallic print anyway, so but it's still nice blue. It's still better than the Accel box because that was just a little weird metallic red. I mean that wasn't metallic, but it wasn't that good. Accel trial, morning stuff underneath. If you want to take a closer look at the box art, please feel free to head over to the Facebook link below, where I'll be posting photos of that, the figure, and the instructions manual, which you can see now. So a bit more to do with this guy's, a little bit more stuff to do going on with him than the other Accel forms. For one thing, you do have a trial memory for him to play with. So this might be the only Gaia memory the only SH Figuarts that has a Gaia memory with him. Because I think people will go on the streets and riot if this form didn't have a Gaia memory, because it's one of his main attack moves is to get his Gaia memory out and throw it around while he's doing the insane and awesome kick. I really like it when he does it in this trial form. Let's see. Something, yep. There we go. So, more light, please. Yes. Okay, so aside from the fist hands on his body, you also have his general pose hands, driver holding hands, weapon holding hands, and spray open hands. And you have, you can zoom in, you have the sword, a normal trial belt, one with the normal Accel belt, one with the trial memory in, and one with the actual trial memory. So, take a close look at the memories. Another weapon first. This is the same Accel blade as the other one, so not much to say here. Same one, easier to open and kind of stiff to close. Really good, just as sharp. They are identical pieces, so a good weapon. So if you want a longer look at that, you can head to the Accel video. For some reason, an extra Accel driver. And if I'm just going to compare it to the other one, and the one that comes with the well, they both got the same back. Here's the one that came with the actual Accel figure. This one's the one that comes with trial. It's just also slightly different. I don't understand it. This one's smaller, but it's the same shape and everything. I don't understand. I'm just gonna stick this on the Accel figure and see if it does anything. In fact, does it go on? Yes, it does. Well, anyway, here it is on the figure. I mean, it's a tad bit smaller, but because that makes the body look a bit bigger. I'm very confused as to why this is here. Well, on the instructions manual, this is supposed to go on the trial figure, so I guess that's what this tensioning thing going on when he's changing forms. People who read Japanese can probably tell me what that says, like what it's for, but because I really have no idea why it was included. It's not even a thing. Like when he pulls the trial memory out, he doesn't do anything there, so whatever. So yeah, you have the actual belt with the trial memory. It looks okay. It's fairly detailed and painted. It's even got a tiny little red metallic red line on there. So that's an insane amount of detail. It's molded in blue plastic, by the way. Just don't know why. You can pull this off, but it's got like a bit sticking out, so that kind of ruins the effect. So I'm guessing he's supposed to use the red like Accel memory for to put it on, but on him, because when he's doing the trial maximum drive, he throws and holds his actual trial memory, which you have here. And this is the only SH Figuarts memory ever. Yeah. It's got tiny painted red, yellow, and blue, and it looks just like the actual trial memory. Well, it's a bit. The actual plastic underneath is missing a bit of detail, but that's so tiny. Like it doesn't have the trial sticker there or whatever. And the screen costs just black. But so when he's holding this, I guess you swap the belts out, which again does look a bit off. Anyway, articulation time. Just need to get comfortable sitting on the floor. Whew. Now, zoom in a little bit. Seem to have enough light here. Oh, there we go. So, head goes. Well, he's less bulky in this mode because he needs to be super fast. So head goes down, head goes up, sideways, sideways, full rotation. It does have shoulder pads. It does have a rubbery texture on these, which is good. Ball socket, up, down, full rotation, double elbow joint. That's kind of weird, this elbow thing's not actually attached to the elbow. Ball socket and swivel for the fists, the hands. Body goes up, down, not too far down because the trial memory does block it a little bit. Sideways a little bit, and leg goes down, goes up, swivel, up, back. Double knee joint. Does have die-cast feet, but not too much going on underneath. Up, back, toe does go up. It's the exact same feet as a normal Accel, so same articulation there. These things are on a little ball socket, both feet, and he has a spinning wheel on the back. Kamen Accel Trial is a very shiny figure, and I remember what I wanted to say about the Accel figure. Now all the joints are sort of a matte color instead of shiny, but apart from the ones inside the, for the shoulders, the little giant ball socket in the shoulders, and the torso. But I understand now because joints get rubbed a lot, so you want a shiny bit anywhere there because it'll go dull anyway. So it's not like there's no point, and B, you don't really want to have scratches on your joints. The rest of the figure also looks pretty nice. So molding details and paint details are also really good. And finally, we have a guy memory accessory. But however, proportions are just as weird as the Accel figure, and it looks more weird here than it does on the Accel figure because his body is way smaller. Like this is a skinnier armor than it is to the big bulky one that Accel has, and therefore his head looks again looks way bigger, and his shoulders look far too wide. His proportions are just wrong on his upper torso. It looks really weird. Under certain lights, you can make him look better, but you're gonna have to be really good with your camera skills and posability. Accessory wise, he does feel complete, but he is missing one thing. So he can hold the trial memory. However, that's the same hand that's meant to hold the Accel driver from the Accel figure. In fact, he has the same hands, just repainted, and they're the exact same molded hands as Accel, and Booster also has the exact same hands. So they sort of save money there by having the exact same hands. However, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. After he's done his trial maximum drive kick move, he does. I don't remember him holding his memory like that. I remember him having his hands sort of kind of like spray open and have the whole memory in his hands, and not just holding the little stick bit of it, like you'll see in the rotating figure video at the end of this review. So that's advertised in the back of the box, but it just seems a bit unnatural for me. I mean, myself, when I hold that DX trial memory, I don't hold it like that. It's weird. But so I guess you can get a bit of blue tack and use one of his spray open hands, and that'll be fine. So, but overall, he's still okay. For Time Work exclusive, he's quite cheap because of the weird proportion issues. But this form is cheaper than normal Accel's form. So if you like Accel but like I guess the cooler, faster and more hip version, you can definitely go for this one because this one's slightly cheaper, even though it's a work exclusive. So all in all, tight joints and all that, it's not a bad figure. He's not the cheapest, but he's not the most expensive as you figure out either. He's sort of mid-range, so you know, get what you will from that. So subscribe, suggestion comment below, and guys, take care and have a nice day. Bye.